It starts down in Wapping, there ain't no stopping. Bypass Barking and straight through Dagenham, down to Grace Thurrock and rather near Basildon. Pitsea, Thundersley, Adley, Leonsea, Chalkwell, Prittlewell, Southend's the end if you ever have to go to Shoeburyness. Take the A road, DOK road, that's the best. Go motoring on the A13. I think because of its proximity to London and basically the open-minded culture of Essex in the 1960s, I think that this area, South West Essex and the A13 and the A12 and the A127 played a very, very important role in creating British car culture. To build cars that you're proud of, to drive it out the gates, that was a very big deal. The car that really captured my imagination when I was growing up was the Capri. It really looked like something from United States of America. And when you stand it next to what Ford were making at the time, the Anglia, it kind of like it looked like a spaceship. We were very proud when the first Capri turned up down our street. Mr. Brown over the road owned, and he had a sort of like brownie beigey Capri. And that was sort of like, it seemed to me that that put us up there in the world. But for actually my contemporaries driving stuff, very popular when I left school was a jacked up Ford Escort. The one that Jimmy Greaves drove to Mexico, the Escort Mexico 70. The 1970 World Cup was pretty important because England were world champions and we were going to go and do it again. Clever thing about the Mexico Rally was that it sort of like put that car right at the centre of that experience, even for those of us who weren't old enough to drive. And I was very fortunate to be, at school then and involved in that, excited about that, What was exciting was that car culture was supreme. In that sense, it was a little bit like post-war America. It was about big roads and driving and petrol heads. That whole sort of, vast drive culture, think nothing about driving down to Southend and come back again or drive up to town, we weren't going through traffic lights and junctions and through, suburbia. You're on the A13, you're tanking it.